we're gonna do some molded chocolates. There's two kinds of molds. These flimsy, fun things that are nice and cheap, and then the polycarbonate molds. Polycarbonate molds are nice and firm. They're about $20 to $30 each, but they'll last you a lifetime if you look after them. These are maybe $2, last you as long as they last. They are not the funnest thing to do, but they are nice and inexpensive, so either way it's fine. They come in all crazy shapes and sizes, so let's get going. So what I need to do first is I hit the mold with my heat gun, and I use a cotton ball, a nice clean cotton ball that I bought from Target, and I go in each one to buff it out. I've already buffed these, but I just want to show you how we do it. I want to use colored cocoa butter. Now, colored cocoa butter is a whole new world. So I'm buying all my colored cocoa butter from Chef Rubber. He's a great resource, and he makes great colored cocoa butters in satin or natural or shiny. He makes crazy great colors. He really does the best ones. So they come in lovely small bottles, or they come in a bigger bottle. We take them out, we heat them up in a little bit of water. We just get them liquid, not hot and not cold. Again, I'm watching how much water is controlled here. The water can't go in the cocoa butter any more than the water can go into the chocolate or the bonbon or the shell. So we heated up a little water, we put a towel, and that's the best way for us to do this. So once we have an idea, I'm going to use this one today because I like this guy. I'm going to pick a bunch of colors. You want the colored cocoa butter to match the flavor of your filling. And today we're going to make Rolos. So I'm going to put a caramel I made inside. The Rolo is what? Maybe could be sort of gold to mimic caramel. It could be orange. Maybe it could be a little bit of yellow. It could be some white. It could be this white. We could do some splatters. This is really fun stuff. Let's test to see if it's coming out. Doesn't want to come out, so I've got some other stuff. So the way I get it in there is either a toothbrush or an eyebrow brush. These are nice and cheap. Get them at Old Navy. And a toothbrush, you buy a 6-pack of toothbrushes, brand new obviously, and you use these to flick stuff in. So let me show you how we do it. I'm going to start with a little bit of white, this kind of opalescent white, and I'm going to use the side of my little container to help flick it in. I could use my finger, I could use kind of a different method. I could even paint it in if I wanted to. I just like the little splatters. The splatters make you look, and when we start with white, it gives it kind of a nice background. So let's do maybe some other colors. We go in and we just flick the stuff in. All right, so we did our white. We can clean the brush a little bit. I like a little bit of gold myself. So the gold, maybe I go in with this brush. So if I wanted to splatter, splattering is fun. Shows up nicely. You can go heavy, you can go light. I can also paint with my finger. Let's say I wanted it to be much more vibrant, gold all over rather than just splatters. I could take my clean finger, I could go into the cocoa butter, and I could do a little swoosh. So a lot of people do this. It's fun. It's beautiful. So you can already see how we're doing. What other color could I use? Could I go a little bit of orange? I like the idea of the orange. Let's see. Let's go with orange, just to highlight the fact that we've got caramel and chocolate happening. Nice combination. Could I put a toasted nut in there too? Sure. Toasted nut, maybe a little bit of ganache, maybe something else. It's messy work. It's splattering everywhere, but man, it's fun, and it sure is beautiful when it's over. So let's keep going with this. If I really wanted to go nuts, I could splatter it in this way. Ooh, it's going all over. Okay, so I got some good coverage here. I think I'm looking good. I'm not going to use all the colors, so I'm going to wait for this to set, and then I'm going to pour in my chocolate. I'm going to tap it out. In the meantime, let me clean this mold. This won't be of any problem to the chocolate, but you might want to get it off just because it might bother you. Okay, so let me chill this for a little bit or wait for it to set. It shouldn't take very long. And then I'm going to fill it with chocolate and caramel. Okay, we're back. My mold has set beautifully, and it's time to pour in the chocolate. So let's get that chocolate in there. It's still in temper and it's still liquid. I'm going to use my little pouring container, and we're going to go in. We're going to fill each cavity with enough chocolate to fill to the top. It's okay if some goes over. We're going to tap it all out. So it looks like it's messy work, but it's not really. It's still kind of a controlled chaos. But it sure is going to be a beautiful thing when they tap out and we eat that delicious candy. Okay, so we're almost there. Take your time and do a nice job. Don't cut the corners. Do a nice job. All right, so we like to tap. What does this mean? It means the chocolate seeps inside and the air bubbles come out. Okay. Over it goes. So, lucky for me, I have a bowl that can handle this. Of course, my hands. All right, let's clean up. You can see how beautiful that stuff is coming out. Let me just this guy. All right, when it stops coming out, time to scrape. Scrape. Beautiful. Cleaned it up. A little bit can come off of here. Let's pop this in the fridge so it has a chance to cool. Once it's set, we can fill it with caramel. Okay, I've taken my mold out of the refrigerator and I've started to fill it with my Rolo caramel filling. It's in your reader. This is a little bit soft, but yet it's nice and easy to pipe. So I pipe in, no tip. I have a small hole in my bag and I'm piping it so that it doesn't come too high. I leave about 1/8 of an inch space so I can cap these caramels with chocolate. Make sure you leave enough space so you're not dragging chocolate across your mold. I'm going to actually show you a different method to cover the bottom with the chocolate. So our chocolate is ready. All right, what we have, rather than the other method I showed you, where we pour the chocolate on and we scrape it off. This is pretty soft, and I'm worried about dragging the caramel into the chocolate. So what I want to do is a different technique. I'm going to spread on, actually I'm going to pipe on a little bit of chocolate onto each bonbon, and I'm going to put a piece of acetate plastic on top, and I'm going to scrape it. So we will have a very different shiny bottom as well, but nice way to encapsulate the runny filling. Okay, I have my bag filled with chocolate. I'm going to lightly cover that little hole with chocolate. I have a lot of control here, so it's not gushing all over the sides. So I'm going to place a little bit on each one. That's better. Nice and smooth. I've covered the bottom of my chocolates. I'm going to place this nice piece of acetate right on top. And we're going to spread it so that it covers, the chocolate covers the mold. Nice and firm. Now we're going to put it in the refrigerator. Okay, we've chilled our mold. It's ready to eject the bonbon. So we're going to pull off our acetate and we're going to give it one swift tap. Ready? Well, most came out. The rest are coming. Maybe we rushed them a little bit. Ooh, here they are. They just want to come out. So, ooh, one little stubborn guy. Oh, there he is. So I have a nice flat bottom and I have these beautiful, colorful Rolos. I don't know about you, but this was how Rolos were supposed to be. I'd be pretty happy. They've come out nicely, they're colorful, they attract the eye, and they're ready to go. We're gonna put them in paper cups, we're gonna put them in a box, and now you can eat one. So, there you have it, Rolos.